Hey everybody, today Rahdo runs through Scott King's 2018 gaming calendar. Yeah, it's back! Now Scott King is a professional photographer and also an avid board game enthusiast, and every year he runs a Kickstarter campaign to put together a new calendar. And the cool thing is, the backers of those campaigns have a lot of control over what appears in this calendar. They can even get customized calendars and stuff like that. Now I ended up getting this in the mail the other day, and so I figured I'd show you what it is in case you'd like to order one of your own. There's information for that down in the show notes, but let's jump right in. Although, actually, before I get going, I should say every month there's all the standard stuff you would expect to see, like Martin Luther King Day and whatnot. But there's always game-related and other surprising esoteric holidays that are mentioned, like, PAX South is in the second week of January. But hey, did you know January 6th is going to be the Epiphany? And 24th is going to be Bodhi Day, and January 25th is Opposite Day, which is a big deal for Jen because that's her birthday. So the calendar is full of fun little holiday trivia bits like that throughout. But let's not worry about them. You can get a calendar yourself to see what all surprises pop up. Let's just look at the photos. January, we have this lovely picture of Tiny Epic Quest, including showing off the very, very cool patented item meeples, really, really nicely put together. Then in February, Twilight Struggle. I have to admit, I don't really think of Twilight Struggle as a particularly visually compelling game, but this shot really does highlight, just how bright and surprisingly colorful it is, considering its subject matter. Then we move on to March, and we've got Tack, which I guess is an abstract game that I've never heard of, but it looks like the pieces are absolutely gorgeous. Then we go on to April, and Junk Art. And I mean, this is a great shot that really kind of emphasizes the obvious fun factor of this Tinker Toy dexterity stacking game. Then we've got Sagrada, which, oh my gosh, Sagrada is so gorgeous in real life. And hopefully this picture gives you an idea why, how it just really just pops on the table and on this calendar. Then On the Underground. Now, this is surprising. This is a much older game that doesn't get a lot of love. And yet Scott chose it, or maybe his backers chose it. I'm not quite sure, but it's a very cool looking image. Actually, almost kind of makes me want to go back and try that game again, even though it's such an oldie. Then we go on to July. Exit the Game. This is a cool shot because, of course, trying to do a screenshot of any of the escape-based board games that have been coming out recently could be fraught with spoilers, and yet Scott has done a very, very good job here of not really spoiling anything while still giving you a sense of what the game, looks and feels like, which is very, very cool. Then August, right? And let's see. Arcane Academy. I admit this is a game I don't particularly know, but it certainly looks striking. Actually, really, really nice, the wood grain in the background. But moving on to September. Sushi Go Party. This is another game again where, obviously it's a cute, pleasant-looking game, but there's just something about the framing and the setup and the choices that Scott makes to really make these things look just absolutely lovely. And I want some green tea ice cream now. Okay, then October is Caverna. I'd like to see some more Agricola love myself, but hey, for all the folks out there that prefer the Caverna, October is the month for you. Then November, and Yokohama. Now, this is actually surprising too, because, of course, Yokohama's gotten a really big, lavish deluxe edition, but Scott chose to take a picture of the standard edition, which is, I believe, all you can get now. You can't get the deluxe edition anymore. And I think his image actually goes to show that just the standard version is a really charming and inviting-looking game as well. And that's November. And now, here's the thing. I don't know if I want to show you December, because it is, when I saw it for the first time, I was like, wow, that is really, really cool. I kind of think, if you plan on getting this calendar at all, you should just go on ahead and stop right now. Go down to the show notes. You can see a link to find out how to order one of these things, and wait until the month of December 2018 to see what the final month is, because it's a little non-standard. So if you want to avoid that spoiler, go on ahead and I'll say thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye-bye. But if you want to stick around, here is the month of December, which is The ultimate pandemic. Wrong. This is just absolutely funky. And I suggest you pause the game right now and see if you can figure out how many games are there and which games are they that Scott has used to just make this absolutely bonkers ultimate version of Pandemic. And that's it, folks. There is the 2018 Scott King's gaming calendar. Charming and delightful as always, turning our favorite pastime into a work of art. And Scott, thanks once again. I hope everybody enjoyed this. And thanks for watching. Have a very, very nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye-bye.